I'm finally recovered. My socks. What are you talking about? I'm suffering here. Legs in quicksand feeling. Can't wait to have it. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome to week 6 of my bikini prep series. We are officially 6 weeks out, so it's starting to get a little bit scary. And this week was a big one because I'm finally recovered and my QL is no longer giving me any issues. So I was able to get back to a full training week, lower body included and also posing included. So I'm so grateful for that. So today I'm going to update you about my training, my cardio, my food drops, mindset, and the posing, of course. So I started the week cautiously, like I mentioned in my previous video. I just wanted to ensure that I was fully recovered, although I felt I was. But for example, even though like the machine shoulder press that I tried the previous week, I felt discomfort in my QL, so I just wanted to make sure that even those movements I felt completely discomfort free. So luckily there's no pain at all, so I'm safe to, I was completely safe to train, but I still kept the weights a little bit lighter just to be smart and super safe, especially for the lower body movements. I just really listened to my body and I'm so grateful that everything is fantastic. And this is my training in action. So this was one of the full body days where I focused on endurance. So this isn't about lifting the heaviest weights, it's about going the distance. So strength endurance training focuses on high reps with moderate weight, pushing your muscles to stay under tension longer, feeling that burn. And if you think by looking at my facial expressions that I'm going through a full-blown exorcism, you're right, it feels that way towards the end of the reps. So on my full body day, I was working on my lats, my shoulders, my glutes, my hamstrings, obviously the most important part for bikini. And this is Terry here working on his delts using the lateral raise machine. So, and honestly, regarding mindset, it felt so good to be back in full motion. It made me realize like how much we take being able to train pain-free for granted. And during my injury week, I was still in the gym 5 times a week, but all I wanted to do was train legs and get back to my normal weights. So whenever Terry was doing his leg extensions, I told him, I says, you're so lucky that you get to do this exercise. And he looked at me like, what are you talking about? I'm suffering here. But it is so true, guys. Like health is the most precious thing in life. And sometimes we just completely forget about it and take it for granted. And when something like this, even it was just a small injury, like I wouldn't say that it was like a major injury. I had so many injuries before, and this was, for me, it was just a tiny one. Yet it didn't allow me to train my lower body, nor to do my cardio and to use the same weights and then the same style I like to train. So I think being mindful about these kind of things and appreciating and being grateful for little things like your food, your drink, your health, that's the most important thing that you can do for yourself. So I'm completely off track here, what I was talking about. Yeah, so I suppose that everything happens for a reason, and just go with it. Just accept whatever's going on and don't quit, So this is all also to do with this all or nothing mindset before, like way back years ago, when I was not doing any strength training, just yoga and then some crazy cardio sessions. I had a lot of lower back issues, and when I had that, I would just stop doing anything completely, and I would be just sitting all the time, and which was not good. But at the time I didn't know that, because I thought, oh, you have to rest, and I would not do any yoga whatsoever at all. And I completely changed that mindset, because it just didn't help recover faster. So whatever injury you have, obviously I'm talking about, like you pull a muscle or something like that, not about broken legs and stuff like that. But if you do, like if you pull a muscle here or there, as opposed to just completely stop training, still do something. When I started to do that with my yoga session back, like I said, years ago, even though I had like a really, really sore, let's say I pulled my hamstring. My left hamstring, and it was so sore that I couldn't do a lot of things, but my upper body was okay. So I was still able to do a lot of different things. So I still showed up on my mat every single day, and I just did a little bit. But if someone was watching me doing those type of weird movements that I could do because of whatever the limits that hamstring put on the body, they would be like, what is she doing? Like, it looks ridiculous. Yes. However, I kept showing up, and in my mind, I did my best on that day without like aggravating the injury. It was more like just going, and then letting my body know and my brain know that I'm here, I'm showing up, and I keep going. And I just do whatever I can, no matter how little that movement is, I'm still here. If it's just like, like neck movement and then some shoulder movements to keep everything in place, then that's it. And I want to keep that mentality with the strength training as well. Even if I just do, like a couple of bicep curls, I'm still doing something. Hello, my lovelies. So good morning. And I didn't realize that I forgot to turn my microphone on while I was in the car. And the quality of the recording was so bad that I have to do this voiceover. And what I was saying in the car, that I was just on the way to the gym to do my fasted cardio, and this was the last week that I had 4 40-minute cardio sessions, and that from next week we were going to increase that to 5 per week. I really prefer to break up my sessions, so do the fasted cardio in the morning and then go back later to the gym to do my training sessions. First of all, because I want to be fueled when I do my strength training and ensure that I'm not losing muscle during this fat loss process. Also, I think it's just a bit too much, at this stage with 40 minutes cardio to combine the sessions. So I would do my training sessions first, the strength training, and then a cardio session. So it's a little bit too much time-wise to spend at the gym, and also it's too much for the body at this stage because the calories are now lower and the volume is increasing, so it's a little bit more tiring. The macros were reduced and I really felt it. So it just sort of hit me, that wow, now I am in prep. Until now I was like, oh, I'm all right, I don't feel really anything, but now I do. I feel more tired than normally, so the energy levels are going a little bit lower, but I am not complaining at all. I'm just letting you know how things are going with me. I chose this and I'm enjoying the process and I'm embracing it. Let's do this. And this is one of my fasted cardio sessions in the morning, 40 minutes on the stair mill. And I was so sweaty, but it is so satisfying to do that. And the best thing to do after is to have breakfast. Yum, yum. So on my lower body day, I worked on my glutes a lot as usual, and the hamstrings, and also on my quads. Here I'm using the seated hip abduction machine. I did a lot of reps leaning backwards to work more on my glutes medius and minimus, and leaning and sitting up straight, and also leaning forward to involve more of my glute maximus. You can see that I'm using 2 yoga blocks between my knees and the pads. And the reason I'm doing that is to increase the range of motion, so my knees are completely touching before I'm starting the movement. So this makes the movement a little bit more difficult, because your glutes are starting from a completely stretched position. I'm also doing some unilateral leg press here, working only one leg at a time. This is a great way for improving any muscle imbalances, because we all have a dominant side. So my core exercises include the stomach vacuum, which is a classic core exercise focused on deep abdominal engagement, especially the transverse abdominis, quote unquote the corset muscle that pulls your waist in and supports your spine. So it's not about, you know, sucking in your stomach to look really, really skinny. It's about activating and strengthening your deep core. So you guys, if you're interested, I can do a tutorial on how to do the stomach vacuum in yoga. We have what it's called the Uddiyana bandha, which is the foundational internal energy lock. So it looks something like this, like the vacuum. It involves, you know, like putting the abdominal wall upward and inward, but we also do movement. So in and out, in and out, in and out, without taking a breath. And it is basically focuses on energetic control, breath retention, and internal awareness. And the other version of that would be the Nauli, which is also an advanced abdominal isolation technique. And it involves rolling or like churning the abdominal muscles from like left to right or right to left, while holding your breath using deep engagement of the rectus abdominis and obliques. So it's like massaging the internal organs. It's kind of challenging. It took me a while to master it, but it is such a great thing to do early in the morning, like first thing in the morning before you have any food or drink. It really strengthens the deep core muscles, it detoxifies, improves digestion, and it's a great energetic balancing movement as well. So I wanted to give you a little update about my food as well. My calories were dropped, so I'm just a little bit over 1600, and yeah, I felt that. I definitely feel the difference. My energy is a little bit lower, and for the first time I noticed that legs in quicksand feeling, you know, when just walking feels like cardio, like your legs feel really, really heavy, like 2 cement blocks. And honestly, like I've listened to other people's preps, and I heard it from so many people saying that, oh, you know, my legs were so heavy, and I just couldn't figure out, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I don't have that feeling. Now I do. So I know what it means. I know how that feels. But you know, we are 6 weeks out, and these small drops, and also you know, like the cardio sessions are part of tightening up, because we want to have, you know, like the right conditioning, the right balance that we're gonna showcase on the show day on stage. So the drop is nothing, you know, like too drastic, but it's enough to start a bit more aggressively going about with the fat loss. But I would like to highlight something, that if anybody's watching this video and then you see that I'm currently consuming just a little bit over 1600 calories, it doesn't mean that these, or whatever the macro breakdown is, I'm not even gonna put the macro breakdown up, because I don't want anybody copying this, because this
these calories and the macros are for my body, my lifestyle, my training, my everything, personalized at this stage, And if you want to get results, either gain muscle or lose fat, whatever, or maybe both, then I would highly recommend to seek professional help especially if you've been stuck for a while, to get your training plan and your nutrition in order. And also not mindset, because mindset, in my opinion, actually in our opinion at Synaptic Fit Fusion Pros, mindset is a very like a superficial, that's like the superficial layer. But when you dig deeper, that's where you have in your psychology, your synapses, and of course, Terry would be able to tell you a lot more about this and in a much better way than I can, because that's his field. I'm nutrition and fitness, so movement, any movement, yoga, strength training, building muscle, exercise, physiology. That is my part, and the nutrition. And Terry is the weight loss psychologist. So anything to do with neuropsychology, that's Terry's field. So it is so important. Anybody is struggling with any, like even the all or nothing mindset, I call it, because that's what it's called. That's what everybody knows. So this all or nothing mindset, or any eating disorders or anything like that, please seek professional help, because that's the last thing we want. That you see a YouTube video and then you see somebody's doing something and then you think, oh, I have to do exactly the same thing. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. I did this, and from experience, I'm telling you that that's not the way to go about this. I tried so many things because a certain person was doing that. I tried to be a vegetarian. I tried to be a pescatarian. I tried to do whatever workout a person in my mind had that body that I wanted, and then I was like, oh, if she's doing this, then I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna look like her. And I didn't. So everything is personalized. Again, I just went completely off track here. So I was talking about food and macros, but yeah, please seek professional help, get a coach, and if you're looking to work with us, you can do that as well. And you can find the details in the description below. So go back to food. Let's talk about food. Food update. Apart from the lower calories, nothing major has changed really with my meals, because I've always eaten whole foods, so my base is really solid. It's just basically the amount of food that I put on the plate has changed, specifically the carbs and the fat. But some of the swaps that I've made was I replaced sweet potatoes with butternut squash, and I swapped like spelt flour or oats in my protein pancakes, or other protein snacks like a muffin with marrow-fed peas, because it's a lot lower in carbs. So I use that as a flour. Still using tons of spices and herbs and some stevia, for sweetener. And regarding the food again, like I ditched this all or nothing mindset a long time ago. So back when I struggled with food restriction and binging, I realized that being this all in or all out just doesn't work at all. So now I'm just staying locked in, no extremes, just discipline really. And I worked hard. I spent years building the discipline up. A quick physique update. My weight is sitting between 55 and 56 kg, and I started at 59, so I dropped about 4 kilos already. My waist has dropped from 71 centimeters to 67.5 or 67, depending on the day, and hips from 101 to 95 centimeters. And I put the inches up here on the screen for you because I have no clue. I just know centimeters and kilos. So while it's really nice to see the numbers changing, these are just data points. We are going for an overall look. So there's no numbers in mind that I have to reach, a certain weight or certain measurements. It's the overall balance that matters. So I definitely feel more leaner. I can feel it on my clothes. And 6 weeks out. What I'm doing differently post-injury would be I added the ice bath twice a week, and I'm taking at least 2 hot baths per week. If I can do more, I would go for more, and I'm going for more because I love it, and it's just Epsom salt bath. It's such a good recovery tool to have. And I'm doing my stretches after workouts and keeping my mobility. So important. So a little bit of a supplement update. I ran out of my ZMA5. I use this brand here, Snack. I love this product, to be honest. Again, I'm not sponsored by the company. I just share with you what I really, really love. It has vitamin B, zinc, magnesium, and other fantastic ingredients. And these are so important for sleep and recovery, especially now during prep when you put your body under so much pressure. So nothing else really changed. I just can't wait I really feel it, I ran out of it about a week ago, and I just cannot wait for the supplement to arrive, but it's so hard to order because the company itself, unfortunately, doesn't ship outside of the US, so I have to get it through another supplement company, and it takes forever to get it. But anyway, I can't wait to have it. And yeah, other than that, I haven't really changed anything else. I kept my supplements the same so far. Everything is the same. But if you want to know exactly what I'm taking, just drop it in the comment, and I can do a dedicated video for you just on my supplements. And here I'm practicing my posing. I hope you like my socks. They're so nice and warm. So I'm putting in about 2 15-minute sessions per day to work on my posing, work on my footwork, make sure that I don't travel too much because I missed a week. I had a lot to work on, but we're gonna get there. That's it for this week. We are back, we are focused, and the grind is real. Next week, we'll show more posing, more training, and probably more food as well. So if you're enjoying this series, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment in below this video to let me know what you enjoyed the most, or what is it that you're looking to see more of. Thanks for being here. Let's keep pushing. See you next week. Bye.